Hi again, Z from the Quest. Now, this is also update 12, and this is part 3 of 3, our Thanksgiving rescues over 2016. Okay, the third raid was in process. It was located far west of the original raid. It was one of the more typical brothels in the area, mixed in with other buildings that all seemed to fit like a puzzle. This one was more of a traveler's brothel run by one of the major gangs, and we had full details about the scheduling and how heavy armed the guards were. This was inside information, as I have talked about before in one of the other updates, if you remember. We had all the info we needed to pick a time, and knew most everything about this business, the owners, the participants, the customers, the government, etc. This was one of the most dangerous locations we have had to come across, but it also we had the intel that put us in a really good position to get this done. And we won't make a raid unless we don't have any doubt that we can do it without harm to any of the kids and ourselves. We knew that there was 24 kids in this location, and it was a younger group, ages 7 to 13. It was due to the clientele, and there were 4 guards at the time that we had planned to hit it. Sounds easy, right? Nope. It's like I said, very heavily armed, and in an instant, if they are given a chance, they could call help. And also, if we stumble just once, it could mean our people or the kids. With one of our crazy volunteers, we had a camera inside with a mic. There was, on the southeast corner, no windows and no access to the roof. This roof was nothing more than rotted palm and some bamboo. We had plenty of cover outside, and blending into the environment was really easy. This was normally a heavily occupied location, but at the time we chose to hit it was the time they had the least guards. It also had a front and back entrance with cover on both sides. It was never anticipated that they would ever have trouble with the government officials in hand, and with the gang's rep, no one would dare do anything here. One thing I've learned is always to think ahead and never take anything for granted. Luckily, they don't follow the same philosophy. Once 2 of the team was on the roof without detection, the others moved into place. The leader checked with the insider who was watching and for us, and gave her the location of the guards, and also would tell us of any hiding places for the kids in case they had time to hide. With the go-ahead, we hit it, and one of the team on the roof fell through, but as he told us later, it was a controlled fall. The team was also fast and hit it so hard that even they were shocked that we hit it. We had it under control and almost instantly. The escape routes were covered, and the girls just sat down on the floor. With a quick head count, we called in the rest of the team to load them in the trucks. Night, being a great cover here, allowed very few to tell what was actually even going on till we were completely gone. The team member on the roof could see any movement that might mean trouble for us, and gave us clear once we were loaded and moving out of the city. Some of the team were waiting behind, out of sight, to see if anything happened once our cargo was gone. The bad guys were tied up and shoved into a small room that would make it very difficult for them to get free anytime soon. The team also found a large quantity of weapons and ammunition stored mostly out in the open, and we liberated it. The thought was that we could sell it and elsewhere and put it back into our needs for the future rescues, also to remove those that had no good use of them. This was one of the cleanest raids we have ever done. The girls made it to a safe house and were seen by medical. They were bathed, fed, and given new clothes. also we had a few Buddhist nuns taking care of this and informing the kids of what was happening. After a few days later, they had all made it to safety and where the rest of their new life would be created. Unbelievably, we did not spend much of the money, and this is a really good thing, because one of our biggest problems is the aftercare of all these rescues. The rest of the money was given to the locations that would take care of the kids. Why we are still, and why we still have retained 100% of our rescues and none have returned or been returned to this life is because of the way we do things, and none of the other ones do. Once rescued, they are our responsibility. These are my kids at this point, and that is why we had a delay for some time. We had to delay for some time while we made arrangements to keep them fed, taken care of. That's too long a story, and has many, has many. We have many amazing people who have sacrificed so much with so little, and they are total heroes of this cause. It is not difficult to save all these kids in sex slavery, but it's getting people aware of what is going on. No matter how many promises I get from people to help and aren't delivered, I know one day it will happen. And until then, as I said, since the beginning, I will be doing what I do till the day I die or I am killed. We need a lot, and it's not all money. We need so many things to make this end of human trafficking, the crimes against humanity. Anyone with any talent or talents that can help awareness, getting us to the ones who can help us, would be so valuable. These amazing people that have joined the quest has helped so much, yet they feel so sad that they cannot do more. It's funny because every single person who has done anything for these kids through our needs at the time, whether it was money, editing the book, making phone calls, or trying to arrange meetings with people who might care, are, to me, living angels, because each effort makes a difference. Even prayers are felt. Look at buying my book, Operation Z. It pays one kid's food for a month and sometimes a little more. It is that simple. You want ideas? Ask me. When we were in stand down, we come up with what you just read. For me, 17 hours begging. Now, I don't expect anyone else to do that, but this together, look how we changed the world. Just a little effort. I just can't explain it. And what's so funny is that people feel so bad and everything, and they want to make a difference. And the ones that actually step forward and do, it becomes even more to them. I don't know what it is. That many of the tactical team that has come here were suffering from PTSD, and I guess we could be a cure of that because all of them have left that behind. I don't know, just by doing what we do. It's got to be something to it. Like I said, I started all by myself walking this path and kind of expecting to be still walking by myself. Yet, we have just about every religion side by side, Jewish, Muslims, Buddhists, Christians, and so on and so forth, and almost 500. We've got underground railroads, and I mean, come on, something's happening here. So join us. Okay, the totals for Thanksgiving: 1 raid, 32 children; raid 2, 47; raid 3, 24, with a 2-day total 103. And that brings the quest to 604 rescued in just short of 2 years. And the year is not over. Please forgive me that I do not say thank you loud enough or at all. In real, it brings me to my knees very often, so that so many people care and make such a huge difference that just couldn't be possible to do it on my own. Also forgive me because this is a crime against humanity, and believe all we need to do is be involved in some way. I know there are other causes, and life is sometimes all we can handle. So thank you all for everything, even the thoughts and prayers. Bless all of you. And again, the 3-day total was 103. Grand total 604. Less than 2 years. Stand by, more will be coming. Thanks.